Hi everybody, great to be back. Grateful if folks could confirm if the sound is okay. It started raining just after I went off air. All things went up in the air, so to speak. Thank you, Rob H. Roger that. I'll get ready for our inbound Air France Embraer 190 on its way in from Paris Charles de Gaulle, the aircraft being 5 years of age. Thank you, Gary Fleming and HGC as well for confirming on sound. So let's do some hellos right quick from the top of the shop. So we've celebrated Mark Sanderson's return to the PSA crew lounge. Rab and I have just spoke. Hi Mike Wild, big wave from me, buddy. Welcome back, AJ. HGC and I have just spoke. Welcome back, Alibi 58. Gary Fleming. Yorkshire Biker. Janine K. Steve Marchant, Wayne Tennant, Sam Thurlaway. If I've missed anybody, I do apologise, but exactly as Rab has indicated, it's ooh la la. We've got Air France well into short finals. Well, ish. Got a bit of a crab on. So literally I switched off the previous stream and the rain came. It wasn't sustained, wasn't particularly heavy, just enough that you had to protect the kit, which kind of made it a little bit trickier to get reset for part 2, but we're up. Beautifully done. That wind is definitely strengthening. I mentioned that at the back end of the show. So we've got a decent looking show for part 2. Hope you had a chance to get the kettle on. So I think this baby is due out somewhere around 11 o'clock. Welcome back, Scottish Linda and Michelle Johnson. Scottish Linda celebrating, oh crikey, my plane's got away. Scottish Linda celebrating 10 months as a member of the PSA Crew Lounge. Only 10 months, it's a baby. True that. Great to have you with us, Linda. We'll do your fireworks, well, now I reckon. So where was I? I think I said hi to Michelle Johnson. Michelle, I'll message you after the show, but I've got a fairly promising message from the folks at Kemble. You'll know what I'm talking about. So remember folks, the likes clock goes back to 0. So if you can help us out with a like, that'll be great. We do have, let's have a look at what should be moving and grooving. Jet 2 are off to Gran Canaria. Well, I can't see a time on that. I don't know why. Anyway, that'll be that one. Oh, Mark, why did you click on that? I don't know. Yeah, Michelle, the stream is in 2 parts today. So the live one that is now is the one that is part 2. We took a break, a short break, because there was literally nothing going to happen. The only thing that did happen was it rained. Although as you can see on the fuselage of that Jet 2, the sun has actually come out. So to my right, we have a bit of the old sunshine. I think I'll leave the camera where it is. You get the general gist. Oh, that's interesting, Rab. German Air Force A350 going overhead shortly. Do we know where it's going? When I went off air from part 1, there was something really growling overhead. I didn't really have time to look it up because I was switching the settings over for the second part of the show. But sounded like a good un. Talking of good uns, better just have a look to see where the 777 is, hadn't I? So we've got the Emirates triple, sadly still in the old Emirates livery, still holding steady for a 9-minute late arrival, which is okay in the scheme of the show. We'll better zoom in on this, as Linda Cooper likes to see the names. Santorini, is that one you've seen before, Linda, when you catch it up? Thank you, Rob H. Billand, roger that. So we've got a couple, 2 or 3 departures shaping up. My friend the Loganair off to Stavanger, I think, at 10:15. And British Airways are also going to be off out the door, back to London Heathrow. Good morning, Glenn's Aviation Love. How are you doing, pal? Just going further back up the chat. Thank you, Janine K. 20 minutes for the CityJet, the CRJ 1000. Fabulous plane. Janine's flown it. I've also flown it too. Love it. While we're talking things CRJ, noting we've got many learned friends in the chat, and obviously speculation is just speculation, but the recent crash at Toronto, what do we reckon, folks? Kind of, to me, just with the snatchy, grabby, grainy stuff, and me being a non-aviator, kind of suspected an undercarriage failure, but never seen out like it. But I think the thing that really astounds me is the way that people, what do they say? Leave your hand luggage. And I can see people getting off that plane with hand luggage, trying to film themselves getting off the plane, and then when they've got off the plane, returning and facing and filming the plane. Bonkers stuff, but for all of the drama around it, a really happy ending in the scheme of things. But I think the air accident investigation report will be an interesting read. Yeah, I got no chance for that 350 RAB, sadly. Although it's brighter to my right, it hasn't yet worked its way through. That would have been a nice grab as well. It was, wasn't it, Alibi? It was actually, you'd say, a miracle. Everything you think you know about aviation and, you know, what happens in certain situations, you think how that didn't end up ablaze. But no, I was struck by the fact that people are trying to film their own egress from the aircraft. Which, of course, if you're queued up behind people doing that, isn't going to help you get out any the quicker. It's a bit like the thing I was talking about on Sunday, where that bloke he was out canoeing on the sea and got briefly eaten by a whale. And his dad's in an adjacent boat, still filming as if he was filming the Christmas play. Camera didn't deviate, did it? So our Jet 2 on screen, off to Gran Canaria. So this is Wayne Tennant's plane. We'll make sure they look after it for you. Good morning, Alexandra Wood. Hope you're doing well, Alexandra. So Logan Air just pushing back. Stay where we are for the minute, because I'm assuming this will be a turn and burn. Michelle, no need to apologise. I was saying that thing I was looking into involving Kemble, I've got a message back from them which sounds promising. You'll know what I mean. I'll drop you a message later with a bit more to it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be far off being able to pick up overflies actually. The sky above me now is bluing. Might even have a tan by the end of the show. Hey up, we're off. Hope it goes out low and flat. Kind of how we finished part 1 of the show, wasn't it? Something in between. So sky is just starting to get blue in a lot more places, which is welcome. British Airways also on the way out. Further ahead of them to the right we have Scotland's finest. And while I think on, good morning and welcome to any new viewers that have just joined, or returning viewers from part 1 that I've not said hi to. But anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Mark. I think we'll pick that one up in a minute. Stick cam. Next inbound, oh no, it's a Ryanair to Edinburgh, ignore me, I got excitable. So we've got Jet 2 returning with that A321, should be due in at around 10:30, although if it's, I don't know if it's live, let's find out. Training flights, being what training flights are, it is live. So show on map, yes please. Oh, plane's moved, get a grip. Welcome back, Keith Cornell. Yeah, I don't think a bronzed Mark is likely to be forthcoming. Although a bronzed bust of Mark, I don't know, PSA legacy item, has a certain appeal. Oops, and we are moving. I was only playing with you there. Straight over the top. gonna let him go. Ready to climb. I'll be chasing shadows. Good morning, 01 Mike D. 2 thumbs up from here, my friend. Okay, so British Airways next to provide a bit of action. DB Bassman back in the room, just making more coffee. Way to go, DB. Break out the biscuits. We'll just get you through to the lunchtime window, going off air about 12 o'clock, so short and sweet really. So currently holding. Our inbound Lufthansa CityJet flight from Frankfurt, just over Bishop Auckland at the minute, bearing down fast, due in around 11 minutes. It's the CRJ 1000. Good morning, Jimmy Jazz. Hope you're doing well. Gingerly finds its way onto the active runway. Yeah, fingers crossed, Keith Cornell, you'll get to reunite with the chipmunk. Ah, we're moving. I was saying earlier in the show to Audrey and friends that I'm just about to get in touch with Escher myself to try and rebook the Tiger flight, Tiger Moth. Okay, where to go? Let's plant ourselves there for the minute. See where the inbound CityJet is. just about onto South Shields at the minute. Thank you, Alexandra. 9 miles out. Let's just have a quick see what the Meta is telling us. 11 knots of wind. Ceiling still bobbing around 1,000 feet, and crosswind component 8 knots, so that is potentially going to be interesting to watch with the inbound CityJet, as it will be in fact with the big triple later. Actually, size of those wings. I'll move the camera again. Just needs to squirt up with a bit of WD-40. Yeah, Rab, the lawn dart, as you call it, 12 out. I love them, I do. They are such a comfortable ride, I think it's just untrue. Although the CRJ 1000, as the name might suggest, when you deboard, it just feels like you're waiting forever. Because the time I flew it, I stayed on to be the last person on the plane so I could take a picture. A number of you in the show will have seen this picture before. Down the fuselage, basically nobody else on the plane. And I'm sitting there watching all these people ticking past and ticking past and ticking past. I'm thinking, geez, it's like they've got out the front and reboarded at the back and they're just going round in a loop. Good morning, Ross McNeil, and welcome back, John Kenneth Williams. So thanks, Scottish Linda and Janine K, confirming our CityJet arrival is imminent. That's where the camera is going in a minute. In fact, we'll start working our way there. It's going to bob to the tower and then we'll go on to runway 25. Right, I've got a visual. Just been cleared to land. Tell you what, it's amazing really. At the minute it looks as big to my naked eye as all the birds are. Where are they gone? Where are the birds gone? There they are. So we'll just pop up there for the moment. In fact, just for illustrative purposes, can I get the inbound plane? Yeah, it's asking too much. It looks like a bird. Well, thank you, Alexandra. That Chewy, assuming it's that plane that we were looking at, is a Lanzarote departure, estimated 11:05, unless there's another one parked somewhere that I can't see. Right, should be able to get hold of some of that inbound CityJet. Yeah, crabbing away cheerfully. I think I failed to pack the crab emoji, didn't I? I even wrote it on a pad of paper before I went to bed last night. Crabby. Just didn't read it. What's the old saying? You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. So this is still a fair way out, so I'm taxing the focus quite a bit. So this aircraft departed Frankfurt about an hour and a half ago. You like flying CityJet too, Janine? They're good, aren't they? I didn't find the cabin crew the friendliest I've travelled with, but I'd still give the overall flight experience a very high rating. As I say, comfortable ride. Corners well, doesn't it? So that should, not seen this coming for a bit, but deboard right in front of us. Basically just in front of where the 777 will eventually slot in. I think this will be gone by then. Interesting, I think the wind direction has changed as well. It is supposed to go from southerly to south-south-westerly. Looks like I was wrong with where this plane was going. Inbound KLM from Amsterdam, just making contact with the tower. They've got an E190 small minutes away. That's far enough. Stop, stop, stop. The jet bridge muffles the view, sadly. So the inbound KLM should be with us in 5 minutes. Our inbound, well no, it might be in luck. I think we are in luck. So the inbound Jet 2 A321 Neo is not far away either. I see on a training flight in from Prestwick. Good morning, Dopey Corp. How you doing, buddy? And Rob's Aviation. Thumbs up from Mark to both of you. Janine, when you are next here, we're going to have to find a way of getting you to guest on the show. Cult figure that you are. Welcome back, H-Dot. Still painting? What are you painting? Yeah, I'm with you, Rob H. I think the pilot got that down nicely. It's a decent wind today, deceptively so. So, Alexandra tells us we've got that Jet 2 A321 12 miles out. Roger that. Sort of coming in to the northwest at the minute. Obviously it's going to have to arc its way around to the coast. Already at the coast is the inbound KLM from Amsterdam. Departed 47 minutes ago. An Embraer 170 standard, 15 years of age. Just crossing the coast at just shy of 3,000 feet. Should be pretty visual or visible now. In fact, I can see it. Naked eye, I can see it. No point in putting the camera on it just yet. Oh, the worst, a ceiling. Oh, I'm sure everybody is glad it's not them. H-Dot. I hate ceilings. Well, actually, I hate washing ceilings down to paint them. And hot behind that, stairs and landing. I absolutely despise doing stairs and landing. But hey ho, if we can help you through that, then so be it. It'll be great. Yeah, ceilings. And of course, making sure you've got the light right, so to speak. It's finished working my way around PSA HQ last year, so just catching up with the woodwork at the minute, but all the emulsioning's been done, ceilings and walls, skirtings. It's just a few bits and bobs like doors and banister rails. I always wash down H-Dot. I don't know why, because the water doesn't look any different. It was something that I guess got drilled into me years ago, I don't know, but I often wonder what's the point, because it's just water you're slapping up. The ceiling, well, emulsion is essentially, isn't it? Water and some pigment. Anyway, now you carry on as you are. Right, let's see if we can find the plane. There we are. Another one that's going over there at the minute. We're stealing gradually and see if the focus will do enough for us. Yeah, DB Bassman cleaning up afterwards. Definitely. we seem to be, and I think I've mentioned this many months ago, I don't really get to choose the colours. I don't have that kind of pull at our house, but we seem to be going through ever lighter shades, new shades of white that, I don't know, I can't tell the difference necessarily with the preceding one, but you know, domestic harmony and all that. Nicely done, and a cheeky wheelie as well. Might chance my arm and see if I get a wave. Not really bothered today. But, I've reappraised KLM as one of the world's more friendly airlines. Our inbound Jet 2 321 confirmed as 8 miles out. Sounds like it's been cleared to land as well. Let's just have a minute there. Quite got that positioned correctly. There we go, got that. So, Jet 2 are inbound with their A321. I've got visual on that now. Good morning and hi to Siobhan Everett. How you doing, Siobhan? "5 miles out," says Alexandra Wood for the inbound Jet 2 training flight. I think I'll film this one actually as a separate clip. I'll just take the logos off the screen. or the clock. Might share it with the Jet2 Facebook group that I'm in. Oh no, H-stop, painting the carpet. That is a perennial hazard. Nicely done. So this should just go around the block and be straight back out. Not sure where it goes next actually. We'll soon find out. Thank you, Rab H. I might be behind on the message. What's that? 10:50. Oh no, I'm not. I can see a bit of it, and then it's in a fat bit of cloud. Does it come out of it? No. Good shout that, Rab. I've got the start of the vapour trails, and then it goes straight into a fat bank of cloud. I can hear it now. So as always folks, please do drop us a like if you've yet to do so. So let's get the camera up there. Yeah, the cloud's healed up now anyway. There was a gap, but it just wasn't enough of a gap. Tried to pull a pack of tissues out of my pocket as I was panning, and the packet came out of the pocket and all the tissues came out of the packet. Not a great outcome. Air France are transponding away for departure. Right, I'm just going to bring us here for the minute. Retired traveller, just seeing your farewell message. Thank you so much for watching both shows. Hope to catch you Sunday. We are live, what I think about it, Sunday from Edinburgh as it stands. Going to be a windy day, going to be a wet day. We're just working out what the balance of all that means, but it all sounds very exciting. So hopefully you'll be able to join us. So do look out for the thumbnail. Good morning, SC Aviation. How goes it, Squire? So this is due back to Prestwick at 11 o'clock. I'll keep my ear peeled, but I'm going to guess this is going to be a straight turn and burn. Thank you SC Aviation for confirming on sound. So Air France, I've turned now. We'll stay with the A321. Oh, stickler for punctuality. Going to pull up at the truck stop. I think, Rab, earlier on in the week, just speaking to your point about planes coming and going so quickly, I guess because there's enough slack in the schedule, Newcastle seems to be picking up quite nicely with training flights, not just from Jet 2, but in recent times from Eastern Airways and Chewy as well, although I don't recollect Chewy recently, but seen a bit of that as well. Air France are on the scoot, so let's go to the left. There we go. A bit of moving Entente Cordiale. And I think if I remember correctly, we've got Chewy due out top of the hour, or 5 past or something like. It won't be the one that I think's been in shot. No activity around that plane whatsoever. Although I see a bus heading out now. Where's that going? There's no stairs either, so I'll just go to the Jet 2 momentarily. Good morning, political bias. How you doing, PB? I'll just quickly check there. It is still morning, so we are pretty much in the last hour of the UK morning, but hope you've had a good day, mate. Hope you're keeping well. Yeah, that wind suddenly whipped out of nowhere there. So we're only about half an hour away from the inbound Emirates 777. I see a lovely moment in time to celebrate together. Audrey McDonald, member for 22 months, one of the originals. Audrey, we're going to go for fireworks now, actually. Let's do it now. Awesome support, Audrey. Where does 22 months go? Good morning, Sarah Louise. How you doing? Long time no see. Hope you're keeping well, most importantly. So we'll just wait for the minute. Yeah, I did wonder, Rab, if we'd drop in for a touch and go from the Jet 2 training flight. They might do that later, I don't know. They are back again. It's the same aircraft that's been taxed with all of these movements, G-B. Good morning, Alan T. Ship shape, my friend. Ship shape. Hope you are too. Or better than ship shape. Ship shape plus. Something good overhead. I can hear the growling. Au revoir. Actually, KLM first. Cheerfully boarding away. We now have EasyJet, an A320neo, Austrian registered, Oscar Echo Lima Sierra Kilo, inbound on finals. Go to that momentarily. Aircraft is 5 years of age or thereabouts. Yeah, Sarah Louise, I had to bug out of a recent trip to Edinburgh. I was virtually there, just felt awful. So I've still got some stuff going on in the background, so I've got a hospital appointment on Monday and play it by ear. Hope you're doing alright. Yeah, I'm not so sure about contortionist. Probably a somethingist. Good thing Tony Rivers ain't in the show. I can hear a chopper somewhere. Police helicopter just about to go out. Might just creep into the periphery of this shot. Hover. And we're down. Choppers away. I'll have a bit of this while the plane's hidden by the bush. Easy bye. It was a bit of a treat last Sunday actually, talking about Austrian registered EasyJets. We got the EasyJet, didn't we, with the Austria livery on it, which it was a nice change of pace. Good morning, Zinnia. Hope I've said that right, Zinnia. If I've not, I've tried. Terrible with unfamiliar names. But I'm Mark. Thanks, Rob H. Must admit, not terribly excited about Monday, but you can rather overthink things, can't you? Right, I'm sure there was a Chewy departure coming our way. British Airways are definitely coming our way. Another A321neo for the show. first from BA, but they are just crossing the coast at South Shields. Just been cleared to descend to 2,000 feet. That Chewy in the background has definitely got the stairs fitted, hasn't it? Well, front. Rab, is that a good thing? As in, like, no news is good news? Looking at your comment about your appointment, I mean, you obviously want closure. That's always the end part of it, isn't it? Okay, so where are we? BA on approach. On the deck we have a Jet 2 A321 that is due out. Well, let's have a look. This time's not accurate. About now, actually. We can't be very far away from the Superstar Emirates 777. Show closed today for part 2, 12 o'clock. A little bit sooner if the action draws to a close that little bit sooner, or will extend slightly if it is in the other direction. So the inbound British Airways 321 is lined up and crossing the coast. Emirates is still solid, nailed on for 11:29, so 20 more minutes for the big one. There's a decent crosswind, Keith Cornell, and it's been strengthening throughout the morning. So according to Meta, crosswind at the moment is around 8 knots or thereabouts. To be fair, it's quite a decent morning to be down the airport. Thanks for spending it with me. Looks like this KLM departure is getting much closer. We've got the steps off, yeah, doors closing. So we should finish with a nice flurry of action. I'm all for flurry. Nice flurry, it will do nicely. What's going on here? I'm trying to put the camera lock on and it's just not locking where I want it. It is now. So we'll stay there for the minute. I've got BA on visual. It's getting a bit bluer out towards the sea. Liking that. Yeah, I think going back to the crosswind, it is that gusty component, isn't it, that is just adding a bit of spice to it for the aircrew. Everybody has been pitch perfect really today in context with the conditions. I think Rab H, a 1 hour snowstorm here would be fantastic, wouldn't it? Just the hour, enough for the drama, and then get home hopefully without too much drama, or have to wait it out for another couple of hours at Greg's. Right, we've got the police helicopter on its way back in. We'll pick that one up in a minute. Just spotted this. Very nice. Not entirely sure I know what it is. Kind of looks Embraerish, but I'm just going to lodge us here with the Jet 2 321. Thought I heard them in contact with the tower, so Looks like we've got a runway check wrapping up. Thank you, Rab. 777, 10 minutes out, folks. Big one's on its way in from Dubai. In the meantime, our Dutch friends are obliging us with a bit of action with this KLM. Tell you what, this guy's taking a chance. It's a red zone, all of it, including that spot, as far as I can tell. Okay, let's rest up there. Rob, I'd say hold that thought, buddy. Hold that thought. What do you reckon on a terror threshold? Is it going to be a 10? Monday's appointment is an ECG, so not quite sure how that's all going to play out naturally, but it may be that the terror threshold that comes with that might exceed my safe working limit. I'd love to do it though. Got 3 things teed up: the Moth, the dual seater microlight, and this 4th bridge torture that you've got in mind, because I just find it fascinating to look at. Whether I'll find it as fascinating from an elevated position, that's up for grabs. Knees are knocking. They really are. Roger that, Sam Thurlaway. I'm going to get alert and vigilant. Just slightly to the south of South Shields. So good morning, because it is still good morning, and welcome to Newcastle. If you've just joined our Thursday show, smashing to have you with us. I'm Mark. Going to be live with you until about 12 o'clock. So hope we can keep you entertained till then. We've got the Emirates triple in the latter stages of its voyage to Newcastle, and a few other movements on top of that, including the plane you were looking at, a CRJ 1000, and we have a Jet2 A321 currently lodged just short of the runway, ready to return to Prestwick for its latest training flight. And some other stuff. And you're right, Rab, those bridges make your knees knock. There's no question. I've said this many times. It's every time I go over, and I've been over probably 8 times, so not many. I can feel my pulse quickening, my palms sweating. It's just the vastness of the whole shaboodle. Yeah, I think there's no disgrace in fessing up to a knee knocker from that level of terror. I don't know if Janine is still in the show, but years back, and I know I've mentioned this one before, in fact let's go over here, when Eddie and I went spotting in Frankfurt. There's a big tower there, can't remember its name, but we went up it pre-COVID times, and yes, my knees knocked as they always do, but even our Eddie admitted that it had the same effect on him. It's hard to explain, hard to articulate. Wow, that would be special, Ali, by 58. Your daughter walking over the arch of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. I don't know if I could do that at gunpoint. I suppose you'd find new motivation, wouldn't you? That is awesome. How did that come about? Is that something you can actually do as a visitor, or is it a special access kind of thing? That does sound immense. You're right, Yorkshire biker. Heights and humans do not mix. That's why we ain't got no feathers. Just feel a bit of drizzle on the air. I can see the Emirates some further away. Emirates just arcing around now. It's not worth chasing at that distance. We'll stay with the KLM. Keith Cornell, hope to catch you Sunday. Enjoy your lunch. Yeah, make it Sunday for soon. Soon for Sunday. So, big one is on its way in. I've just seen the comment. Guides take you every day. Wow. I wonder if there's people who get up there and they get so far and they say, I can't do it no more. Must be a great job to get up and down. Proverbial cat stuck up a tree kind of thing. Oh, it's moving. CityJet is moving. So we've hit a hot streak of form. CityJet to Frankfurt, KLM to Amsterdam, now well rolling. Emirates in from Dubai, and a jet to 321. They did say the rain risk would elevate in the run up to lunch. I think they're right. Oh, I think we can get a decent chunk of that 777. It's a fair way out. Just leave it there for the minute. Currently, according to flight radar, which will be a little bit laggy, doing 2,375 feet. "80 likes," says Michelle. Be fantastic if we could get somewhere north of 100 by show close. Tell you what, Keith Cornell leaving the show to sort lunch. Suddenly I'm hungry. Funny, isn't it, really, how contagious hunger is? Beautifully done. So CityJet just lining up their CRJ 1000. So we're going to go from tall to small in a blink. I'll stay with this for the moment. The CityJet is lining up quite slowly. Somebody's been really kind. Michelle Johnson, God love you, God bless you, gifting 10 memberships to the show. We'll do your fireworks as soon as that CityJet is overhead. In fact, let's do them now. These are for you, Michelle. And it's moving. There's something growly overhead. Coming your way, Janine. Ooh. Our Emirates ain't got very far. What's it holding for? Jet 2 are about to enter the active runway with their departure to Prestwick. That was nice to see, most definitely, that CRJ. Sorry team, I'm not replay savvy, am I? Welcome back, Nick Gray. Just working my way back up the chat, just check I've not missed. So Michelle very generously gifted us 10 memberships. I'll do the name shout out in a minute. I think though Jet 2 are likely to force my hand. Let's see. Romanus, Robert McKeever, Greg Turner, Andrew Paul, can't pronounce it, Adelberts, John Blower, Jack Jenkins, Mike G, Hap Gilmore. I know Hap, I've met Hap down at Almond Bank. Lee JC and Shane Smith. Welcome aboard, all courtesy of Michelle Johnson's fabulous generosity. Good morning, Carol Ann. It's one of those rare moments then where it's morning for you and me. We're in the fag end of the morning here in the UK. 27 minutes left of it or thereabouts. So Chewy are moving. Let me just give you a bit of movement. I've forgotten where these are going. I think this is a late one. It's not the plane that was on camera. Helicopter on its way out. Siobhan, chance to see another police helicopter. And we're off. Well, hey. As you can see, cloud is looking pretty ominous now behind me. Okay, that's farewell to you. Let's just go to the Emirates triple as it parks. What a sight. Not as beautiful as the A350 in the new livery, but to be fair, the 777 in the new livery is just as stunning, I reckon. Welcome back, Terry the Artist. How's it going for your end, Terry? Have you got any skies to work with? I think all we'll get here is wet in the next hour. Pac-Man Ghost Dude, hello. Yes, you can see the Chewy takeoff. Let's do it now. Any particular connection? So remember folks, we are live from Edinburgh on Sunday. Filthy day's weather, plenty of wind. Potentially a bit more rain than we'd like. but it's going to be a hoot. Right, they've got the A380 overflying at the minute, I see, or it's about to, and there's zip chance of anything. You might pick it up on mic, I don't know. It's a shame. How far am we from Manchester? Asked Caroline. I think as the crow flies, and that is in nautical miles, I guess, it's around 106 or something like. If you go by car, and the way obviously that doesn't go straight as the crow flies, I think it's nearer 200 miles. Terry's got dull, wet and watching the cricket. Is the cricket compensating for the dull and wet? 99 likes, says Michelle. Can we make it 100? That would be awesome. But yeah, is the cricket, Terry, providing the sunshine that your day needs? Right, let's just lodge onto the army of things that is amassed around the triple. All right, they've got steaming hot sunshine. Hard work out in the field though, I guess. Right, let's just see what our situation is, because if we're out of planes, we'll bring the show to an early finish. That's the best way to play. So, arrivals. Shout up in the chat if I'm missing anything with this, but I think the next arrival looks like is that Jet 2 A321 when it comes back from Prestwick in an hour's time. So we are out of arrivals, I think. Departures, that Pilatus that I thought we were getting hasn't shown. I think we're going to finish with Ryanair and Amsterdam bound EasyJet. Looks like we've got two. If it starts spotting with rain, we'll call it slightly sooner. Oh, thank you, Caroline. We've hit over 100 likes. Let's give it some welly. Thank you, dear viewers. We brought the 100 up together. Happy days. But usually there's an army starting to assemble of people in high-vis jackets on the rear steps, ready to work their magic. No sign at the minute. Yeah, Rab H, that's 343. It's on every day. I don't know why. I think initially it caused some excitement, naturally, but no, it's on every day. It's almost like it's burnt on. Welcome back, Daily Memes Gaming. Got tongue-tied there. Michelle, Terry has the sunshine usually anchored at his end. It's not foolproof, but I still say he gets more hours of sunshine than we do. Mind you, I bet you get more hours of sunshine than we do. Now I think about it, down in Costa del Essex, So Caroline really is early into the morning, 4:42, which is actually, give or take a couple of minutes, the time I got up today, actually. Right, something else growling overhead, still fat, thick dark cloud. Good morning, Hayden. Hayden Greenow. Sunshine, it's something that we need more of, Hayden, definitely. I cannot wait for spring and some warm light evenings. There we go. Getting ready to crew up to transform that 777 into the high-end service that it does apparently so well. Rab, I'm envious. 9 hours. I just can't get 9 hours. Although I was saying at the start of the show, if the alarm hadn't gone off, I don't know, maybe I would be saying, yeah, I got 9 too. Usually, without the risk of getting into too much information, a pit stop somewhere in the night is usually what knackers things up for longer sleep. Alright, what have we got going on here? As far as I can figure it, I haven't heard any radio transmission, I don't think, from the Ryanair, but they've definitely got those steps. Due out now, but it ain't transponding. Oh, it is. Oh, it's not, it's an EasyJet overfly. Oh! You see, looking to Rab's comment at the bottom of the chat, I can get off to sleep dead easy. I got one of those Dunlop pillows, or what they're called, the latex things, which are quite cool, as in don't get hot cool rather than stylish cool. And I find I can get off dead easy. But as for staying in a coma for 8 hours or something like, nah, if only. Right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to do the in-show credits from both shows. Let's just see how it works out, because I'm mindful it's probably going to rain. Hang on. Ryanair have just called for a push. So, I won't go to cam on this. I'll just do it verbally. So, Keith Cornell celebrated 16 months with the channel. Awesome support, my friend. Great to welcome back Mark Sanderson to the PSA Crew Lounge. H. wowed us with 5 gifted memberships. Scottish Linda celebrated 10 months membership with the channel. Audrey McDonald, 22 months with the channel. Michelle Johnson, very generously gifting us 10 memberships, and one and all, love you to bits, as I do all our supporters. How goes it? Jim 33. There you go. That's why I didn't go to camera. I thought this will undoubtedly shake a leg. It's supposed to be an EasyJet going out at 12, but I don't see any EasyJets, so we're going to finish with this plane. It's the one we're finishing with. Right, what's overflying me now? I'm being tortured here by good overflies. We've got an A340-600, a Lufthansa one. Going to go right over the top, and all I can see is sooty, horrible clouds. So the view you've got looking over the terminal probably looks reasonable, and that's pretty much the prevailing view overhead and behind. So direction of travel is pretty clear. Also want to say a massive thank you to our superb moderators team for both of today's flight. So thinking into the front end of the show, Rab H, Nell W, Alibi 58, Dopey Alexandra Wood, love you to bits team, 5-star A team modding. Right, if I take the camera off, this will soon be moving. Looks like they're still in there. Let's just move the camera as the posse forms up. Looks like they're hagging on a bunch of sleeping bags. Political bias. What a mate you are to us. Very generously gifting a membership to the channel. Thanks, PB. Who got it? Let's have a look. Brian Clark. I think Brian may have been with us before, so hopefully we'll be delighted with the news that PB has gifted one that's gone his way. Right, you see some fireworks on. PB, here's for you. Rain is spotting with a bit more venom. Yorkshire Biker, I've just seen your comment in relation to all that stuff that was being yomped up the stairs of this 777. Have we got any bags in shot? There we go. They're more like goodie bags. Although if they're entering through the back of the plane, political bias. I always say, mate, anything is important. It's as simple as that. It's how it all hangs together for the channel. So you made a valuable contribution, and trust me, we appreciate you for it. I really do. I'm just putting my rucksack on my back. I've got a feeling I might have to put everything under the umbrella in a minute. We'll see. I wasn't sure if I caught a transmission suggesting they'd shut down the engines on this 737. I'm not sure. Catch it all. Or certainly shut one of them down. Thanks HGC, better volume with the fireworks. They're not mimed. Yeah, certainly Sunday's stream was really peculiar on sound. But as I said at the time, I had the feeling if I powered everything off and powered it all back, it would have probably cleared itself. And certainly it's run fine from the get-go today, which kind of stands that theory up. Good morning, Mark Carden. How you doing, my friend? I had to check the clock there. So it feels like it's pretty much noon. We're just at the back end of the show. Ah, right. Thanks, Mark, for confirming. So there is an easy, and I've just heard it over the radio as well, being cleared for push, or requesting a push, should I say. So that ties up. I know which one it is now you've said that. Gonna be that one. I didn't realise we got one over there. I have a suspicion this Ryanair has a tech issue, but let's see. Couple of big ones growling overhead. American Airlines with a 777 on its way to Dallas Fort Worth, and a plane that would warm anybody's heart, a stripy Condor. Although if you don't like Celtic, perhaps even if you like stripy Condors, you might not be for this one because it's green. A clear blue day would have gone down a storm, wouldn't it? So, EasyJet has in fact pushed and turned, as you can pretty much see top left of your shot. Caroline, I wish you some decent sleep. Hope we can catch up with you on Sunday when we're live from Edinburgh. Probably put that thumbnail out later today or first thing tomorrow. Haven't worked out yet what to put on the image, although I can rule out Pegasus if that puts anybody's mind at rest. So, two planes transponding away. Excellent, Caroline. Well, excellent. You're going to see us Sunday. I can't believe you don't like the Condor. Sorry about the rustling, team. That's just me making ready for a speedy takedown. So what's that? Going Edinburgh, I think. Yep, the Qatar 350 is just crossing Whitley Bay. Right, EasyJets are moving. I think the Ryanair has a tech issue. There's been some chit chat that's been hard to follow. We'll see what's happening there in a minute. We'll go with EasyJet for the moment. And if the Ryanair isn't doing anything, we'll wrap up. Good afternoon. It is the afternoon. The big right hand. How you keeping? Copper Chopper was going, he's right over your house in Blythe. They're not going to find you, are they? Well, not without going door to door, by the sounds of it. Get everything to Blythe. How you keeping? And a big hello to Akira Cat 13 Dreamweaver. Welcome to both of you. We're just about wrapping up here. Looks like we're going to be done with this EasyJet. Pretty sure there's an engine issue on the Ryanair that is still static. No, it's moving. It's moving. We're going to finish in orderly style. Yorkshire biker, the only livery better than Condor is the Flying Pigs. Never. Never. Go on EasyJet, tease your way out. On its way back to Amsterdam, this Austrian registered 320 is 5 years of age. was another stripy condor overflying us. Looks like a yellow one according to the flight radar picture. Looks like we've got the police helicopter on its way back in with the big right hand. And pick it up. Struggling. Bird in the hand. Oh, it's come back again. It's in some interesting shapes. That's what's caught my eye. Yeah, at that distance it's just asking a bit too much. Yorkshire biker. I'm not after a third. Well, third for the year. Oh, where that helicopter's gone now. Oh, I can see it again. I could almost believe it was a child's helium balloon. Hang on, is that moving? It is, isn't it? Yeah. Ryanair's moving too. So, last two planes of the show. And the rain is here. It's all Ryanair. Check the lens. Welcome back, LW. I think I've seen LW on the screen then. Yeah, super. Right, helicopter is coming in. Let's So, final plane of the show is Ryanair to Tenerife. Yeah, same one. LW, if you are inquiring about the helicopter. Big Right Hand has advised us it was over Blythe, which isn't far from here. Who's in trouble? Asks Scottish Linda. Well, wasn't sure about the Big Right Hand. Well, it sounds like they were looking for somebody else. As long as it ain't me. So this should be a turn and burn. Final plane of the show. Oops. Okay folks, that's our scorecard done for the day. We're out of planes, out of action. You've been absolutely fantastic. Been a real pleasure to hang out with you on this Change of Pace Thursday show. Remember, we are live from Edinburgh on Sunday. Current plan is for a 8:15 start UK time. Really look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, stay safe, have fun, and yeah, take care. See ya.